Water is essentially nature, and water is a liquid gold, a lifeline. And reliable, safe, and secure access to clean water depends on healthy ecosystems through the global water cycle. But humans have shifted this cycle, but we have the potential to fix this. We have the opportunities to restore ecosystems, to repair the global water cycle if we act quickly.
Water is the thread that links the three Rio conventions. With the COPs this year fast approaching for biodiversity and ecosystems, for climate change, and for the desertification conventions, it's increasingly clear that governments are situating water issues at the heart of their sustainable development policies.
As we're going into the COPs, we're aware that we will fail on climate change if we fail on water. In addition to that, the losses in biodiversity and ecosystem will be much more severe. And of course, you cannot combat desertification and droughts without taking into the idea that we absolutely have to have water resource managed better than we have been. This is the water-focused projects in UNDP, and there are 501 water-focused projects in that time frame.
Based on annual precipitation, Saudi Arabia is actually listed as the third driest country in the world. And with a population of approximately 36 million people, with an annual average rainfall of just about 59 millimeters per year, it is clear that water security must be a priority.
It's very important to highlight that the governance of the water sector in Saudi Arabia has undoubtedly contributed to the improving of the connections between climate, water, food and energy society nexus, because recently they composed the three different sectors, agriculture, environment and water, under the same umbrella of ministry, and they call it the Ministry of Environment, Water and Agriculture, to be simplified as MIWA.
Deaf International Waters projects actually were originally targeted to work in conflict zones, not to necessarily implement a traditional Western IWRM approach, but to get people working together over shared resources. And there's some wonderful opportunities and some great case studies.
I wouldn't have imagined 10 years ago that Egyptian farmers would go voluntarily to go for solar water pumping. And this is happening right now for the small farmers in Egypt. This is because the technology was able to give them what they need at a reasonable cost. And this is what I'm hoping to see for alternative water resources soon, with the concentration and concentrated effort of the international community concerned with climate change impacts.
So warmly appreciate Midori, Adnan, Mary for setting the scene, and special thanks of course to our great panelists who've really shared their exemplary work and encouraged us to integrate nature for water security or water as a core element of our policy and programmatic work wherever we work.
And the conversation continues. Have a good day, good evening, and see you soon.